Butler because he is one of the few who have went through the tunnel and came out at the other end.
The letters still come from inmates.
It is because people like you,
felons,
that we have something to strive for.
Kids.
Seeing the things that you have accomplished after all you have been through showed me that hope never dies.
His story is their hope.
Those kids were going through exactly the same thing I was going through. So I knew, word for word, emotionally, how they was feeling. And, I knew exactly what to say to them. When I was 10, I was getting in trouble with school and everything, but when I turned 11, that's when I, started hitting the block and started selling cocaine.
Assaults, batteries, drug possession. Caron Butler grew up in a neighborhood of decay and dealers in Racine, Wisconsin. In court 15 times before his 15th birthday, his path hit bottom as a high school freshman.
I came with a pistol to school, and the ATF, just rushed the classroom. About 6, 7 officers came and picked me up.
They were explaining to me that there were drugs in the locker, a weapon in the locker, and I was just shocked. I didn't believe it.
Butler was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon and having 1.5 ounces of cocaine in his locker. He was sentenced to 14 months.
When I got actually escorted to the prison, I could see my mother, trailing us in her station wagon, and, she was just so hurt. And she went to sleep in the parking lot out there. She just didn't want to leave me.
The Ethan Allen School for Boys is the highest security juvenile detention center in Wisconsin. Behind electric fences and razor wire, gang members, rapists, and murderers serve their time.
It's supposed to be a group home, but, that's actually a maximum security prison. That's how I see it. Guys, kids walking around with jail numbers, issued with state uniforms, that's a prison.
Less than a month after arriving, Butler got into a fight with a rival gang member and was sent to solitary confinement for 35 days. The time inside a 5x9 room changed his life.
In solitary confinement, Caron saw that there was no more room to fall, that he either had to move up and forward from this position or that this was going to be the legacy of his life.
I think this being in the hole, that was my darkest moment because I had no one to turn to.
Leaving solitary, Butler turned to basketball. Playing for candy and canteen money, his talent sparked. He left Ethan Allen after 9 months. He would never return.
I promised myself I was never coming back, at all, never coming back.
In the next 5 years, he would attend prep school in Maine, become an All-America at UConn, and become the 10th pick in the NBA draft. Just 5 years after leaving Ethan Allen. A journey so improbable and so deep, he broke down on The Tonight Show after sharing it.
It was tough.
Hey, 150? Here you go.
From tears come hope. For strangers and kids behind bars who now know his story because it's their story.
You have helped me understand a lot of things without even knowing me, Michael. I want to be a guy that transcends the game to another level. A guy that, a lot of people can look at and be like, he been through some real life stuff. Going to jail, seeing people shot, seeing people stabbed, and he overcame that. He overcame all those obstacles. And if he can do it, I can do it.